Hi guys, and welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. But yeah, for the past few days, our videos are actually delayed because yun nga, my laptop got actually broken. I'm not sure ano nangyari dun sa laptop ko, but it wasn't turning on nga lately for the past few days. That's why I'm trying to set up this old laptop na ginagamit ko previously. So, buti na na-set up ko na siya ngayon at finally makakapagbigay ng update. And sayang nga kasi within the past few days, ang dami na nangyari within the crypto market. And one of those things now which I want to talk about is this Binance, which is this move na ginawa nila. It's actually very clumsy on this point of view natin as an investor. Kasi of course, I know a lot of people are already investing into their money into Binance para if let's say they want to invest in Bitcoin or trade any cryptocurrency, they would put their money under the Binance Crypto Exchange. However, itong Binance may isa silang kababalaghan na ginawa which is not actually a good thing for everyone, which is tinry saluhin ni Binance yung isang crypto exchange na nasa brink na ng collapse, and that is FTX. So what happened is FTX was already on the brink of collapse. Then Binance tried buying it, binili nila, indicating na they want to siguro try to save FTX. However, yun nga, tinry nila, the next day nag-back out sila. And that is, I think for me, is a pretty clumsy move. I think napaka-impulsive na ginawa nilang decision na yun na pumasok. Napaka-impulsive na ginawa nilang decision para pumasok sa FTX na yun. And tinan nyo, ayan, nagkagulo tuloy yung buong crypto market dahil sa pinagagawa ng Binance, especially na ang daming taon ng pera nakalagay sa Binance market. And yeah, so far, ang naging cost niyan is actually nagkaroon ng malaking movement within the crypto market, and that has not only happened within FTX but as well as Bitcoin. And as you can see, Bitcoin pretty much went down siguro around ilang percent? 18% within the past few days. So that has already led into a massive movement na with this just very clumsy move ni Binance, and that is why I haven't been using Binance na for the past few months na. Instead, most of my money are actually on BYBIT or BingX. And that is why, di ba, lagi ko sa inyo pinapromote na if you want to enter or if you want to invest within any cryptocurrency, I would actually suggest na you put your money into BYBIT na lang instead of Binance, kasi of course, Binance kasi for me, nagkakaroon ng medyo sketchy things na siya kasi ang dami ng mga rug pull projects pumapasok sa Binance, and that's why I've been actually moving my money partially to BYBIT. And yeah, I've been an avid user ng kay BYBIT. I've been a sponsor of them. I've been an affiliate. Yeah, I'm not telling you because partner ko sila, but I'm telling you because yun nga, mas marami na kasing negative news na nakikita sa Binance, and mas marami na rug pull projects na pumapasok doon. And that is why I haven't been using Binance na nga for the past few months. And dagdag pa to, na napaka-clumsy move na ginawa nila, I think it added more to the fire na yun nga, napaka-clumsy talaga ng ginagawa ng Binance for the past few months na nga. But anyway, gusto ko na ngayon pag-usapan yung ating Bitcoin price action kasi for the past few hours, we actually saw that massive movement na nga, diba, na bumagsak si Bitcoin because of that latest movement. And that has actually negated our previous analysis, that invalidated our previous analysis, which is itong rising wedge forming sana. And this is actually sana a pretty good move, but yun nga, because of that movement na ginawa ni Binance, I think that has led into a massive crash dito sa ating market. And in fact, it even went way below sa ating previous low. I think the previous low was around the 17,700. But as you can see, Bitcoin already went down around the 15,500 US dollars, and that is actually one of the all-time lows since I think 2020 pala, around that time. But there are actually some good news dito sa ating latest movement na to. Kasi if you're going to zoom out, some of you may actually be panicking within the very short term. But if you're going to zoom out within the bigger time frame, if you're going to look at this, Bitcoin has rapidly been declining na nga dito. But take a look at this. The RSI is actually still increasing. So right now, we are still seeing a lot of signs pa din na it is actually a pretty good move. RSI is still strengthening. That is indicating na not everyone is selling. Siguro, yung mga panic traders lang, yung mga panic sellers na biglang nakita yung news na yun tapos bigla sila nag-sell off. But looking at the data itself, the RSI, look at this. The RSI is actually not indicating a massive sell-off talaga. What is happening is we are still validating this bigger bullish divergence within the weekly time frame. And diba sa mga previous videos ko, matagal ko na sinasabi na we are expecting a one last push to the downside in order for us to form a bullish divergence. And yun na nga, nag-start na siya actually mag-form ng bigger bullish divergence. And this is actually somewhat similar to what we have seen sa March 2020 crash, which is this one, nung nagkaroon tayo ng massive crash to the downside. And looking at this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, it actually makes sense kung ano yung nangyayari ngayon kasi that is actually further validating our data analysis. As you can see, nung previous time nagkaroon tayo ng massive crash ulit nun, wherein the price declined way further. We saw a bullish divergence that led to a massive movement na nga. Same goes din dito. Ayun na nga, we saw that one last push to the downside even though na we went up a bit, but yeah, we even went lower. You can see na RSI is still increasing for those times na nga. And right now, we are actually at that similar area na nga na when we are forming that bigger bullish divergence within the weekly time frame. And diba, that is actually one of the things that I've been telling you to monitor for the past few months na nga na, or the past few weeks to be exact, na you need to watch out for the weekly time frame RSI if we are going to form a bullish divergence. And right now, I think we are starting to see that form ngayon, and that is actually starting to show some good signs na nga dito within the bigger time frame. So, ano pa ibig sabihin nito? So, this could actually indicate that we might see a bigger trend reversal dito for the past or for the next few weeks na nga. But I don't expect this to happen within the next few days kasi take note, this is in the weekly time frame. So, if you're going to follow the weekly time frame, you need to understand that things in this bigger time frame will take months or will take weeks for this to execute. So, ayun na nga, if you're going to follow this analysis, make sure na you are following this for the long term and not for the short term. Because for the short term, you are going to see that volatility na nakikita natin lately. But for the long term, it is actually a very massive movement for us to see to the upside. And yeah, as you can see, we are very low ngayon dito sa ating logarithmic growth curve, and it's actually one of the lowest point. And we actually have a lot to gain within the crypto market. So, despite of people say na sinasabi nila na dapat mag-sell ka na daw o wag ka na daw mag-invest. Well, I would actually look at this as an opportunity kasi yun nga, we have a lot of data na nga. I've been telling you this for the past few months na nga. Actually, for the whole year na I've been buying Bitcoin ever since na bumagsak tayo mula March or April around dito. Ever since na bumagsak tayo dun sa area na yan, nung nag-enter tayo sa green area na, I've been buying more Bitcoin. And di ba naging transparent naman ako sa inyo na it doesn't matter kung saan ka bumili, either dito sa taas or dito sa baba, it's going to be a very good opportunity for you to invest in the long term. And that is looking at the data dito na meron tayo. Now, some data models can be wrong, but at least it can tell us on what can we expect for the coming days to come. It can aid us on what can we expect. And right now, this data model is telling us na we are still at the lowest point. We are still at that buying opportunity. We are still at that green area. And right now, we are still within the same place pa din kung saan tayo pwede makita ng malaking opportunity for us to grow dito within the crypto market. And in fact, if let's say we are going to consolidate ito further within our logarithmic growth curve, as you can see, as time goes by, pataas ng pataas yung ating potential resistance. So previously, ating resistance is playing around the $30,000 US. Within the next few months, if let's say this even went longer dito, you can see na our next resistance would play around the $40,000 US, pataas siya na pataas. In that case, if let's say you invested Bitcoin today, you can actually see na potential gain would be around 116%, halos times 2 na nga siya. So right now, despite of all the FED nakita natin, I've been telling you for the whole year na nga, it's a good investment opportunity. You buy or you enter into the crypto market when everyone is fearful, when everyone is selling, that's where you enter, and you exit when everyone is buying. So right now, we are at that similar area pa din na we're in. Everyone is still fearful, and that is a good long-term investment opportunity. Now, it's up to you kung ano gusto mo gawin. Pero ako, what I've been doing is I've been buying what everyone is selling. So, that's what I've been doing for the past few months na nga. And actually, for the whole year, I've been buying what everyone is selling. And yeah, that is what I am actually looking at this dito with the Bitcoin price action. And siguro to add more point to this, let's try to look at the stochastic RSI nitong chart na to. So if you're going to look at the stochastic RSI, siguro let's try to look at this in the monthly time frame. You can see na yung ating Bitcoin price action. Let's try to use the index chart kasi mas mahaba yung time frame na yon. Whenever na we are at that lowest point ng ating stochastic RSI, that is a potential sign of a long-term investment opportunity. That is a good time to buy for the long term. And as you can see, those past times na bumagsak si Bitcoin within those area, ayun no, nung area na yan, those were actually one of the best time to re-enter kasi look at this. After that, stochastic RSI na bagsak, we saw a massive movement and it roughly took us around 2 years for us to play this analysis. So, within this next few years or next few months, what I am expecting dito within the crypto market is despite of this massive crash na nakita natin lately for the past year na nga, I'm going to expect roughly siguro around in the next 2 years for us to see a massive growth within the crypto market following itong stochastic RSI. So, ayun na nga, nung 2018, ganun din yung nakita natin, bagsak yung stochastic RSI. But take a look at that movement, nung ayun no, biglang umakit tayo nun. After that, stochastic RSI na yun ang pagbagsak, and right now we're at that similar level. So, that is what I am currently monitoring right now within the Bitcoin price action, and for the long term, it's actually a very good investment. So, yeah, everyone might tell you na it's time to sell. I don't think so. It's time to buy for the long term. And take note, if you want to trade Bitcoin with the lowest fees possible, 0 fees sa ating spot wallet, make sure to trade that with BYBIT kasi dito, unlike kay Binance, yun nga, medyo sketchy na yung mga pinagagawa nila, medyo clumsy. But dito kay BYBIT, hindi sila parang bank na parang nire-reinvest nila yung pera nyo kung saan-saan. Dito, they act as a wallet talaga na talagang hindi nila kakalikutan yung pera mo. So, yeah, that's why I prefer BYBIT over Binance. So, if wala ka pa kay account with BYBIT, make sure to use my sign-up link na you can find in the description down below. And take note, Gabbal Football Club will have a game this Saturday. Make sure to follow our Instagram page na you can find the description down below if you don't want to miss our next games. But anyway, ayun muna update natin for the time being. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.